Slade's Summer Showdown was an event which lasted from June 10th to June 24th. This event consisted of making a new account and pretty much finishing the game in a 2-week span. Both Wizard 101 and Pirate 101 were able to be played, you just had to choose one or the other. I decided to partake in this event for Pirate because, well, content? Prizes were also included, and shoutouts to KI for this. Anyone who signed up for the event was also given a free 2 weeks of membership. Even if you decided to not participate in the event, you could simply gain 2 weeks of membership regardless. So the way the event worked is you needed to sign up with any email, and at the start of the event, which was June 10th at midnight, you would receive an email with a code to give 2 free weeks of membership. At the start of the event, you needed your new account to have Groot as the last name to be eligible to play. As you reach a milestone achievement in the event, such as receiving a drop or finishing a world, you would take a picture and post it in Slade's Discord. A mod would then review the picture and award points to it. A successful picture was awarded with a check mark, whereas a failed picture would be awarded an X mark. Now, normal people decided to play on their own account and freely level up a new class. Some others decided to make a new account and quest through the game with an alt to make things faster. And then there's me, the most subhuman of them all. I decided to triple box the entire event. I had 2 max privateers bombing the path to the next world. I didn't want to waste more time questing and depending on other players for farming. With 3 accounts, the game was a lot faster and easier to play through because I control everything. I get that Pirate is an MMO and you're supposed to be playing with other people, but when crowns and clout are on the line, you're asking for too much. So out came from the womb of the spiral, or I guess Sally? The fuck? Lucas Groot, the Privateer.
Yo, shout out Lucas Groot. Good luck, brother. Good luck, brother.
The showdown started as soon as midnight hit on June 10th. The emails were launched and players can create their account to start their journey. Our nimble little fighter, Lucas Groot, was ready to go stomp some Trogos. And this part of the game was dummy easy. I mean, I don't know what you want me to say. I got 2 max accounts with me. Every fight ended in 10 seconds, and I was sprinting through the worlds. I'm not gonna lie, speedrunning Pirate 101 in 2025 was something I did not know I was going to enjoy. Pirate's story is always great to revisit, and getting to steamroll through the fights and progress really fast was very fun. I quickly finished Skull Island at 2:43 a.m., I finished Monquista at 3:05 a.m., and Valencia Part 1 at 4:08 a.m. I even got a little bit of Slade's attention at this time. At this point, I was the farthest ahead going into Cool Ranch and wanted to stop there since it was 4 in the goddamn morning. I woke up as any addicted degen would after 4 hours of sleep and was ready to continue the journey. Now, at this time, there was only one other person I was competing with. He goes by Ethan. Ethan was planning for this event in advance and was determined to win it all. He finished Valencia Part 1 only a couple minutes after I did. As I laid low to catch my breath, he persisted and gained a lead on me. It was him versus I in the race to save the spiral. Wait, is he gonna die? Okay, that's not my fault. This guy fucking sucks, bro. Okay. Okay, that's it, that's it. Okay, we're done with Fort Elena. That is Fort Elena finally done. Jesus, I hate this place so much. Okay, and that should be Tumbleweed completed. And finally, we are done with Captain Blood. It's been 13 years, and I still don't have his robe. And that's one armada down. Cool Ranch is complete. And with that, I finished Cool Ranch at the 20-hour mark, whereas Ethan finished a little past the 11-hour mark. It was going to take a little bit of time for me to catch back up to him. Alright, so now we are in Mooshu. At this point, Ethan and I are the only two people that were in Mooshu at this time. And the first big obstacle was General So. Really annoying fight to get to, but it's kind of funny how long it actually takes to do the fight.
Alright, so surrender or that chicken gets it.
Alright, that's it. We're done with Mooshu. First original arc of Pirate 101 is done. We are done. So at this point, I finished Mooshu at about the 35-hour mark, whereas Ethan finished a little bit past the 27-hour mark. And we got a little bit of little inconvenienced about us being so much farther ahead of everybody else. Sorry guys, it is what it is. So a little context on this next clip. I went to bed after I finished Mooshu, and after I woke up again, I decided to test my luck on the farming aspect of the showdown with General Procliticos, who drops the Clasp of Demigodly Power. I did it for 20 runs, and on my 21st run, I made a little oopsie. In Pirate, if you join a combat after everyone else has finished their moves in the planning phase, you do not receive credit. And you can probably take a guess at what is going to happen. I swear to God, if I get the Clasp this time, I'm going to be so fucking pissed. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Oh my God, you have got to be kidding me. Of course I spend 20 runs, and then the one run I fuck up is the one that gives me the Clasp. Great. Awesome. Cool. Yes. Love it. Because, I mean, technically, if you see this one in particular, you don't see that I got the drop on the account, but you see it on the other accounts. And you see me that I'm in the combat. So, I mean, you can kind of put two and two together, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, you can see Lucas Groot right there in the picture with it showing, so...
And the chest is being opened.
Yeah, dude, fuck it. It's fine. That's fine.
It's okay?
I personally don't want to make him farm even more.
I don't want to make fun
even though it's
either.
difficult, even though it's a mistake.
Yeah, I appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, we can take that.
Oh, nice. Great. It's lagged. It's behind now. Great. Okay, I think that is it. That's it. Alright, we're done. We are done. We're finally done with Marleybone. On to Aquila. Okay, look how high his damage is. Like, what the fuck is that? This class is so crazy, by the way. What the hell? Anyways, I think we're done with Labyrinth, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, okay, we're done with Labyrinth. We're done with Labyrinth. Please just be done. Please just be done. I think that's it. Please tell me that's it. Yes, okay, finally. Jeez, man. You know, I thought this fight wouldn't be that hard with 3 accounts. 117 XP, that's so much. That's it. Okay, we're done with Aquila. I think I'm in the lead, too. I actually think I'm in the lead now. God, it's only day 2, by the way. It's only day 2. And I'm almost done with the entire story. Wow, that's insane. Alright, we are at Kane, the original ending to Pirate 101. What the? Oh my God. We broke him. What? We broke him. Okay, so now I'm in the Chief Brogos dungeon, and here's a little trick you can do. I think this is so funny. So you have to go through this entire dungeon, but if you just walk all the way around and get to the edge of it, I just pass through all the fights, and boom, I'm at Chief Brogos fight. Okay, I'm gonna skip the Sinbad through Croc stuff because I made another video earlier talking about these areas and the problems with them. I get a constant feeling of sadness and disappointment each time I quest through these areas. I ended up finishing the story clocking in at 4 days, 1 hour, and 32 minutes, where Ethan finished about 5 hours earlier to be the first one to complete the pirate story. And when I say Ethan and I were neck and neck and had a sizable lead on the rest of the competition, I mean we were a good distance away. So at this point you might be thinking that Ethan and I are just going to cruise the rest of the way, hold hands and kiss as we march toward our first and second place prizes. Unfortunately, you are sorely mistaken. See, the way this event is created, the story portion of the run is the easy part. The farming for items portion is the real challenge. For anyone who doesn't play Pirate, unique drops are notoriously horrible in Pirate. As an example, I learned that if you are on for 12 or more hours straight, you auto-log out. I learned this while farming Bran in Sinbad Part 3 for 12 hours straight. The guy who inevitably came in second place mentioned that he spent 45 hours farming Mooshu and only received 2 unique drops. Anyone who is deep in this stage of the run can agree with me on this. You need to be a certain level of psychotic to farm this much on Pirate. This is one of my 2 criticisms of the event as a whole, and it's not a Slade or his mods problem per se, rather a KI problem because at this point, the winner is the luckiest. You can farm for hours upon hours, but if you just don't hit the drops, it is what it is. I ended the event with 293 points total, good for 9th place overall. I could have definitely persevered to a higher point total, but after a week of the non-stop grinding, it was taking a toll on me. I was eating less, exercising less, and obviously sleeping less. After the first week, I slowed down because RNG was the deciding factor for the remaining content, and constantly doing the same strategy of Tide into buff into AoE spams gets boring pretty darn quick. I'll conclude this video with a few mentions. First off, I want to thank Slade and his moderation team for organizing this all together. I had a ton of fun participating in this event and will definitely participate in future ones. I want to also give a congratulations to all the winners of the event for both games. The person who ended up winning for Pirate was surprisingly not Ethan, but someone else. He goes by Illusion. I farmed with him a ton, and he was also a warrior, grinding day and night for that first place trophy, and that 60k crown bundle 2-piece combo meal. He got blessed by the RNG gods on the last day and lucked out on the Mooshu boots, which are, if I'm not mistaken, the hardest drop to receive on Pirate. It ended up working out in the end for Ethan, as he lucked out and won the gold raffle for 30k crowns and a bundle of his choice. I mentioned my first criticism being that this event is, at the end of the day, a farming contest and heavily dependent upon RNG. It does suck that you can spend 10 plus hours a day for this event and still end up not winning anything because the stars just didn't align for you. My second criticism, and I'm absolutely a part of this problem, being able to have a second, or in my case, a third account, helping the group pirate gain an advantage. Unfortunately, neither of these issues can be resolved by Slade and his mods, since there is no surefire way to regulate them. Lastly, I want to give a thank you to KI for sponsoring this event. I found a little snippet of information regarding future events as well from a KI Live.
Given KI's direct sponsorship of recent events, such as Slade's Summer Showdown, could we see a greater variety of events supported by KI in the future? I'd love to see KI interacting with the community more. Heck yeah. And think that good spirited competition would be a great way to do it. And this is from Look It Light.
And I'll answer that. Yes, we do plan to work with our amazing content creators to support more community events like Slade's Summer Showdown.
They promised it, so they have to deliver it. I give KI credit, they have done a good job overall in terms of marketing, and I'm very excited about the new update. The teasers look amazing and do a great job at building up hype. I've already mentioned this in my make or break video, but they really need to deliver a banger of an update. I'm pretty confident when I say they won't disappoint. I think. If you liked the video, please show some love by subscribing. I only have 42 subs as I made this video. Seeing that number rise makes me rise. Alright, chill, my bad. But please, it would mean the world to me. Thank you, and I'll see you all later. Hello. What's cooking? Okay. Okay.